In northern Namibia, the Himba tribe practices a tradition that stuns outsiders, Okujepisa Omukazendu, or offering a wife to a guest. This gesture isn't about promiscuity, it's a sign of ultimate hospitality, trust, and respect. When a guest arrives, a Himba man may invite him to spend the night with his wife, welcoming the visitor as family. The wife's consent is essential, and the act is rooted in community, not ownership. For the Himba, this tradition strengthens social bonds and honors guests in a harsh environment where survival depends on generosity. It challenges our assumptions about marriage and hospitality, revealing the diversity of human customs. To understand the Himba, we must look beyond shock and see the values behind their practices. Join us as we explore the real story behind one of Africa's most misunderstood traditions. Okujepisa Omukazendu is more than a gesture. It's a symbol of trust and honor in Himba society. The wife's consent is vital. She can refuse if she chooses. This tradition isn't about devaluing marriage, but about forging powerful bonds and welcoming outsiders as kin. Himba culture values communal living and shared responsibility, essential for survival in their environment. Wife sharing strengthens alliances and ensures everyone is cared for, reflecting a worldview where hospitality is sacred. Outsiders often misinterpret this practice, missing its deeper meaning. For the Himba, honoring a guest is a duty, not just a courtesy. Their tradition is a testament to the power of community and the complexity of cultural values. The Himba live in Namibia's harsh Kunene region, where survival depends on resilience and community. As semi-nomadic pastoralists, they move with their cattle, building temporary villages of mud and wood. Cattle are central to their culture, economy, and spirituality. Their remote location has helped preserve their customs and identity. Despite modern pressures, the Himba fiercely maintain their traditions, from beauty rituals to social systems. Their history is one of hardship, adaptation, and pride. The Himba's endurance is a powerful symbol of cultural autonomy. They remain one of Africa's most intact indigenous groups, holding fast to their heritage. Himba women are known for their striking red skin, achieved with Ochre, a blend of butterfat and red ochre. This daily ritual protects against the sun and symbolizes beauty, vitality, and connection to the earth. Hairstyles mark age and status, turning hair into a living record of life's milestones. With water scarce, women practice smoke bathing for hygiene, using aromatic herbs to cleanse and perfume their bodies. These rituals are communal, reinforcing bonds among women and preserving cultural identity. Men do not use ochre, but the women's dedication is a source of pride for all. Each application of ochre and each smoke bath is an act of heritage, linking generations. These practices embody what it means to be Himba, uniting past and present. Himba society is built on dual lineage, patriclan and matriclan, shaping inheritance and social roles. Cattle are the main wealth, inherited through the mother's line, ensuring resources are shared across families. The sacred fire connects the living to ancestors, maintained by the father's clan. Cattle are central to status, diet, and marriage, rarely slaughtered except for major events. Daily life revolves around the herd, fostering cooperation and mutual support. Individualism is secondary to the group's well-being. Sharing is essential. Practices like wife sharing and polygamy are extensions of this communal ethos. The Himba's social system ensures resilience, unity, and continuity across generations. Among the Himba, offering a wife to a guest, Okujepisa Omukazendu, is the ultimate gesture of hospitality and trust. This tradition, often misunderstood, symbolizes that the guest is considered family, worthy of sharing the most intimate aspects of life. It's not about ownership, but about forging strong alliances and social harmony in a harsh environment. For the Himba, this act cements bonds of kinship, trust, and mutual respect, ensuring the community's survival. The ritual of Okujepisa Omukazendu is guided by unwritten rules and deep respect. A husband offers his wife to a trusted guest, never a stranger, as a gesture of honor and hospitality. The wife's consent is essential. She can always refuse. This tradition strengthens social bonds, is reciprocal, and brings pride to the family, reinforcing trust and unity within the Himba community. For Himba men, offering a wife to a guest is a powerful act, showing status, building alliances, and earning respect in the community. For women, it's more complex, a source of pride and duty, but also shaped by social pressure and changing ideas about autonomy. As traditions evolve, the meaning of this practice continues to be discussed and redefined within Himba society. The life of a Himba woman is one of constant rhythmic work, deeply intertwined with her family and community. Her day begins before sunrise, milking cattle, a sacred duty. The milk is a cornerstone of the Himba diet. She is the primary caregiver, instilling traditions and values. Foraging for firewood and fetching water are essential tasks. Himba women are storytellers, singers, and artisans. Their social life fosters sisterhood and solidarity. Her life balances work, care, and cultural heritage. The glowing red skin of Himba women is more than beauty. It's a living symbol of tradition. Each day, they apply Ochre, a red ochre and butterfat paste, connecting them to the earth and their ancestors. This ritual shapes their identity, unites the community, and celebrates the enduring spirit of the Himba people. In the Arid Communal region, Himba women perform a unique smoke bath ritual. Using smoke instead of water, they cleanse and perfume themselves. Aromatic herbs and camphora resin create a fragrant smoke. Enveloped in smoke, they purify and scent their skin and clothes. This intimate ritual is a testament to their resourcefulness and tradition. Polygamy is a key practice in Himba society, where a man often has multiple wives. It serves crucial social and economic functions, essential for survival. A larger family provides an advantage in cattle herding. More wives mean more hands for daily labor. This system ensures tasks are efficiently managed. Polygamy supports economic stability and wealth accumulation. It acts as a social safety net, caring for women and children. The community prioritizes collective well-being over individual needs. In Himba culture, marriage is a strategic alliance between families, not just a romantic union. Elders arrange marriages to strengthen social ties and consolidate wealth. The dowry, paid in cattle, compensates the bride's family and solidifies bonds. Marriage acts as diplomacy, weaving families together and ensuring peace and resilience in Himba society. The Himba live by a communal framework, where the needs of the group come before the individual. Every member has a role, and mutual support is essential for survival. Sharing food, herding, and childcare are daily acts of social duty, reinforcing trust and unity. Even customs like wife sharing reflect their values of hospitality and alliance, strengthening the community's bonds. While the practice of is deeply rooted in Himba history and culture, it is not without its critics. In recent decades, as the remote Himba communities have come into greater contact with the outside world, this ancient tradition has been placed under intense scrutiny. Both internal and external voices have begun to question its place in the modern era, sparking a complex and often heated debate. The primary justification for the custom, that it strengthens friendships and prevents jealousy, is now being challenged by perspectives that prioritize individual rights, gender equality, and public health. This clash of values has turned a once unquestioned tradition into a significant point of contention for the Himba people. Critics, including many Namibian feminists, human rights activists, and even some members of the Himba community, argue that the practice is not a harmless gesture of hospitality, but a form of sexual violence. They assert that framing it as wife-sharing obscures the reality that women often have little true agency in the decision. From this viewpoint, the tradition reinforces a patriarchal power structure where women are treated as property to be exchanged between men for social gain. They argue that true hospitality should not come at the cost of a woman's bodily autonomy, and that cultural preservation should not be used as an excuse to perpetuate harmful gender norms that disproportionately affect women. The debate has also been fueled by serious public health concerns. particularly the HIV/AIDS crisis that has affected much of sub-Saharan Africa, including Namibia. Health officials and activists have identified customs like as potential factors in the spread of sexually transmitted infections. The practice, which involves sexual contact outside of a marital union, can increase the risk of transmission if not managed with modern precautions, which are often unavailable or not considered in traditional settings. This health dimension has added a new layer of urgency to the conversation, forcing communities to weigh the cultural significance of the tradition against its potential life-threatening consequences for their people. This growing criticism has created a divide within Himba society itself. While many elders and traditional leaders remain staunch defenders of the custom, arguing that it is essential to their cultural identity and social fabric, younger generations are often more ambivalent. Educated in state schools and exposed to global media, many young Himba are navigating a complex identity, caught between the world of their ancestors and the pressures of modern life. They are beginning to question the old ways, leading to a slow but steady shift in attitudes. The future of is now uncertain, as the Himba people themselves debate its meaning and relevance in the 21st century. The question of consent is central to this tradition. Supporters say women can refuse, but critics argue social pressure makes true consent difficult. Activists like Rosa Namases call it a violation of women's rights, not hospitality. As awareness grows, Himba women are starting to question and reshape these customs, seeking a future where their autonomy is respected. The world of the Himba is no longer as isolated as it once was, and the forces of modernity are beginning to cause significant shifts in their society and traditions. Increased access to formal education, the influence of Christian missionaries, and the pervasive reach of media are introducing new ideas about relationships, marriage, and individual rights. Younger Himba who attend school or work in towns are exposed to a different worldview, one that often conflicts with the communal and patriarchal norms of their elders. This exposure is leading to a gradual erosion of traditional practices, which is reportedly in decline, especially among urbanized and younger Himba. The legal landscape in Namibia is also playing a role in this transformation. While the country's constitution protects customary law, it also enshrines principles of gender equality. This has created a complex legal environment where traditions come into conflict with national law. In 2014, a Himba lawmaker sparked a national controversy when he proposed legislation to formally protect in law, fearing it would die out. His proposal was met with fierce opposition from activists and even his own political party, which condemned the practice as wrong. This public debate signaled that what was once a private cultural matter had become a contentious political issue on the national stage. The economic realities of the modern world are also impacting Himba life. While cattle remain central to their culture, new opportunities in tourism and wage labor are altering their semi-nomadic lifestyle. As more Himba, particularly men, move to towns for work, the traditional household structure begins to break down. This shift can weaken the social bonds and communal obligations that underpin practices like wife sharing. Furthermore, the sensationalized media coverage of the custom, often portraying it as free sex for tourists, has led some community leaders to become more guarded and critical of how their culture is represented, further complicating the practice's survival. Despite these pressures, the tradition has not vanished. In more remote rural areas, continues to be practiced, defended by elders as a vital part of their heritage. They see the push against it as an attack on their identity by an outside world that does not understand their values. The future of the custom likely lies in a compromise, a slow evolution rather than an abrupt end. As the Himba people continue to navigate the complex terrain between tradition and modernity, they will be the ones to ultimately decide which parts of their ancient culture they carry into the future and which parts they leave behind in the past. The Himba people's traditions challenge us to look beyond our own norms and see the world through different eyes. Their unique customs, from red ochre to family life, reveal how culture shapes meaning and survival. As the Himba adapt to modern influences, they remind us that tradition is living, constantly evolving, debated, and redefined. Their story invites us to listen, learn, and appreciate the vast diversity of the human experience.